Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Completionist series. Last episode, we managed to finish off every quest in the Hope Forest area, and in this episode, we are going to dive underground. Sit back, relax, and hopefully you enjoy. I'd like to start off this episode by returning to our trusty kitchen and investing a little bit of money. There's a lot of things that I want to do in this episode, but we are sitting on only 1 gold since we did spend a lot of money in the previous episode, which is okay, but I want to upgrade our financial position a little bit. That's everything bought. Unfortunately, we only managed to get 643 of the tasty eggs, which is just under 28 inventories when accounting for the XP pot. Obviously, the first knowledge point needs to go into woodcutting, because if you remember from previous episode, we did hit level 50, but that's also an AFK method. Right, so as it is Christmas Day, obviously I need to spend and also want to spend time with the family, which means that we are going to set up AFK. Now we're going to choose something different than the previous episodes, being fishing. There's a big piece of content which we haven't touched yet, and we really should have already made work of that, being the level 39 lobster pot. This falls in the ventures category, and I've done my research. It's not a lot of money that you get from this, but it's a daily. You don't have to do anything for it, and you get XP and money. So what's not to like? I'm going to buy some bait and then set up for AFK. We're just going to set up at the Salty Swine, which is where we're going to fish for spotted macabot. We are currently at, let's say, 146k XP. So I'm hoping that we can get a decent amount of XP. I'm guessing it's gonna be roughly 20 hours. Well, it says 2 days ago, but that's incorrect. I think I've been more AFK than 24 hours, so that might be it. Oh, you've run out of backpacks.
What? What the f—
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's a big mistake. Okay, so I need to leave 1 space open. Oh, that's a day wasted. Well, that's unfortunate, but you live and you learn. Alright, so this time I should have set up everything correctly. Let's take a look, because it did leave a little bit of room. There we go, 40k. Whoa, look at that. Almost level 28 already.
Oh my god! Wow!
I'm just going to sell everything that we've caught, since it is most likely for a very low cooking level. And there we go, that is level 150 chef. That went by a lot faster than I anticipated. Now I do know that at some point we can do the bacon sandwich, however that's a 12-12 action for us as we have the XP pot, and that's a little bit less AFK, so I might buy a couple inventories at that point and see how that works out, as cooking is just my go-to skill when I'm doing editing. Another AFK cycle. The wife has her birthday today, which means that I had to spend yesterday a lot of time into preparing stuff for that, final preparations that is. Another 23.5 hours, 42k XP, and we're up to level 29. This is going really fast. We have unlocked another AFK activity, being the Balon, so we'll definitely spend the KP on that. And there it is, the AFK activity Balon. Very nice. That we'll definitely are going to use that today when I go to work. Still have to do that, unfortunately. As this is level 31, we will also obviously get the card XP boost, but it'll hopefully push us faster towards that level 39 venture. Right, it's time for me to go to work again. Haven't gotten much progress today, except focusing on editing and stuff like that. With that being said, there should be there it is, the Balon. So let's cast our fishing rod. Now we do need obviously the new bait, being the maggots, and those were relatively expensive in buying those. So I'm kind of wondering whether or not we're gonna make money from this. Very, very limited time today, but we did get our 24 hours as I anticipated. So let's take a look what our new fishing method gave us. Oh, nearly 50k. Oh my god. That's level 34. Very nice. And we can get something new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get at this KP and unlock it. There's the KP. Let's add that to herring. Right, I think it's a good idea that we also upgrade our fishing tools, as I've only upgraded the spear once. We're gonna do the fishing rod at least once. We're almost out of money, but I checked, we have like 3.3 gold worth of cooking supplies once we're actually done, so that's really nice. That's now level 2, so that's a 0.8% XP boost. Right, and here we are on the boardwalk. This is where we can catch the herring, so let's just cast our rod. Little bit of a shorter period, as I only had to work half a day today, as it's the 31st of December, so let's take a look. It's probably not gonna be that much, but we'll take whatever we can get. Still 12.6k, not bad, that's a level. We'll definitely take that. First of all, a happy new year to everyone. Hopefully 2025 will be great for you. And 46k XP. We ran out of maggots, but that's logical since we AFK'd more than 24 hours, I think. End of day once again, managed to get up to 167 and a quarter cooking, which is really getting out of hand. I mean, it's getting ridiculous how close we are getting to 200. Obviously, it will still take a while. With that being said, I'm kind of anticipating for us to hit level 39 tomorrow when I wake up. Max amount of time of AFK. Let's take a look. 47.9k, that's it. Whoa, that's actually 40. Very nice. Let's immediately stop this. And then I believe if we head west, we will find the lobsters. And here they are. Let's place a lobster pot. Oh, we actually need to buy one. Okay, let me just pick that up. One lobster pot, please, for 106 silver. Thank you very much. And let's set this up. There we go. That's it. Oh, we got a new tab. Very nice. Let's take a look. This area displays the venture you just started. Each venture has a timer. Whilst waiting for the timer, you can do something else or log out. When the timer reaches 0, return to where you started the venture to collect your reward. Very nice. So this is a 12-hour cycle. Now, with my IRL obligations, it's very unlikely that I'll be able to actually maintain that 12-hour cycle, even though I'll definitely try. But it's likely that we'll collect this once per 24 hours. Obviously, there's more ventures available, as it looks like we can do a maximum of 2 ventures at the moment, which is alright. I mean, it's fine, but these are still locked. So I imagine that at some point when the 5th episode will release, and that's before the game actually releases in full, as we're still in early access, it's very likely that we'll get access via a quest to more slots. So this will probably be unlocked incrementally. Last episode we managed to collect a lot of logs when we were doing wood cutting, and I think it's a decent time to start processing these. Now, I'm not expecting a lot of XP, but I'll take whatever I can get. We're currently 52.5, so if we can get up to 55, I would be happy already. So let's take a look and see how far we can get. Right, let's take a look at another AFK session of 24 hours. Very nice, almost 42 fishing, not bad at all. What I want to do is I want to sell this and then take a look at our venture. Everything sells for 98 silver, very nice. That gives us a little bit of a buffer above 4 gold. And I believe I can just click on this, so let's take a look. 3.2k, as well as well, actually that's another fishing level, that's very nice, and also some lobsters, which are worth 531 copper. Not bad at all. We can also use it for the lobster thermidor. I think I'm gonna bank these, because why not? And I'm immediately gonna place a new lobster pot. Whilst on our way to the carpentry workshop, we got attacked by a Wendigo, and that gave us a knowledge point. So let's dump that into Scout, because why not? And that's level 60 Scout, which is very, very nice, but it is also total level 500, and I've been eyeing that for a while, so that's very, very, very nice. We need to dump this in the Bones Bank. Can't recall that I had this open, but yeah, there we go. That's another AFK activity for Scout, the wild boars. Where are these guys? Huntsman's Clearing. Oh, that's not even half as bad. It's a little walk, but it's not that bad. Can just take the north path to avoid all aggressive NPCs. Cool, easy. Let's continue doing this. We're still banking as much as we can. So we're up to level 55 Carpenter, which is very, very nice. I'm happy that it's going this well. There we go. That should wait. Let's dump in one. I don't want to make that same mistake that we did a couple days ago. Unfortunately, I've just checked and ran the numbers and checked all my available options. And the conclusion is pretty simple. It really doesn't matter anymore what we AFK in terms of Hopeport and Hope Forest, as there's really nothing that we can unlock very easily, which will benefit us greatly. Things you should think about that is, for example, another venture that will come at like level 75 or something fishing, which is just not even plausible for us right now to actively go for that. This also then plays into our AFK activities, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my AFK goals a little bit. Being I want to get level 50 Hopeport base. So that's 8 fishing levels and 25 forager levels. After that, we'll reassess the situation. I might go AFK cook, as I'm kind of done with that skill for now. We've got 167 and there's so much to do, as we've especially haven't done anything in the mines of Mantuban as of now, and I really want to visit that area. So that's going to be the plan. I'll probably dump my KPs crisscross to wherever I see fit. Only 12 hours of AFK, but I managed to get out early, so that's going to be very useful. Still 22.2k XP, so I'm happy with that. That's up to level 42. Let's sell everything that we can and then pick up our venture, as that is completed as well. Nice, 3.2k, almost level 43 fishing. And a lot more lobsters. Immediately resetting it. Right, so when taking a look at our XP potions that we have banked, we're sitting at 64 XP Hope Port and 125 Hope Forest, which is pretty nice. However, I want to add another potion to that, being the 5% XP potion mine for the Mines of Mantuban, because it's about time we start heading in there. Let's go for 200 in total. I think that's very nice. Then what we're going to do is we are going to teleport to the mine southwest, which will bring us immediately to the Mines of Mantuban. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with the Mines of Mantuban grind. It is finally time. I like the way the interface looks, the blue. We haven't really done anything here except for unlocking this. So let's make our way to the north and pick up a pickaxe. And here we are in the abandoned mine cavern, which is just to the east of the Hope Forest area and a little bit to the north of the portal stone. I think it's quite unfortunate that between this site and the portal stone there are two areas which contain monsters that are aggressive, as we have to go to the south at some point to deposit some items. We do have a storage rift very close by, only an area down, so that's going to be nice initially. But I'm not quite sure how long that one will last us. That being said, let's take the pickaxe from the rock. And then initially what we're going to do is we're going to teleport back to Hopeport, as I want to visit the Enchantress and upgrade it a couple times. Right, that's going to be enough. We're sitting on 1 gold and 723 silver, and we upgraded all the way to level 10, which gives us a 4% XP boost, which is pretty freaking nice. And apparently there's some money here just outside the teleport stone, so that's pretty nice. Let's make our way back to where we picked up the pickaxe and start mining. Now, obviously, we need to set a goal, and the goal is going to be very simple, which is level 30 mining. We need level 20 mining in order to get access to Chronopolis, but for level 30 mining, we can also unlock our second venture, and I think it's important to get 2 of them going at all times. To unlock the venture, we will also need level 35 mine fighter, and we will also need a level 35 blacksmith. So there's 3 skills that we need to train. However, the mine fighter will go hand in hand with the miner profession, so at some point I'll probably switch between them or combine them. And blacksmith is just a matter of buying the resources and managing to grind it out. So for the first skill node, being the coarse flint in the red infested junction just to the east where we picked up our pickaxe, there are a couple nodes, 3, and if we go back there is 1, 2, 3 more, so we'll probably cycle between these 2 and see how that goes. We can move on to the next one already at level 2, but we'll just slowly take a look and see how much we can do. Initially, I'm going to bank everything at the storage rift as it is so close. A recent update made it possible that you can queue up multiple cycles in order to make it a little bit more AFK and easier for cycle management. And the way you do this is just by clicking on the first node and then shift clicking on the next nodes that you would want to interact with. And that's basically all. And there we go, that's already level 2. We can now mine laterite iron ore, so let's take a look where we can find this. That's going to be a little bit to the south, so let's just dump everything in, because why not? That took less than a minute. Bank not discovered. Interesting, so we need to make work of that first. Let's then do that first before we start continuing to mine. It's a nice addition, Fen Research, you did well. In the trunk, which is over here, just to the southwest of the market tunnel, in the Goblin Marketplace, you can find about 352 copper, so I guess that's always very nice. In the Goblin Marketplace, there's 2 stores here where you can buy a variety of ores that might come in useful, as you most likely would want to run the resources then to the ores bank, which I believe is a little bit to the south. Unfortunately, we can't sell the... oh, look at that. There's a timber bank and there's a stone bank. I think we can deposit here. Yes, there we go. So you would most likely want to run your resources from the marketplace all the way here if you're buying, which is not bad at all. But look at how many people are here. Oh my god. This is a very, very popular area. Nice. I love it. And in the Goblin living quarters, there's more trunks here. Let's see if we can actually open one. Yep, 52 copper, not bad at all. And 64 copper. Okay, well, we can't open this, but at some point we might be able to do that via a quest or something. And there is a workshop, which is also a quest start. So there's an ore and ingots bank here too. That means that they are relatively centralized. I think we're at a certain point where we can now stop exploring and just start doing what we need to do, which is continue mining. This is an AFK. So for the iron ore, you definitely want to come here to the dilapidated mining cavern, as well as the bridge cavern. There's 2 iron ore here on the southeastern side of the room, and this should maintain a perfect cycle when mining everything. Because the resources are so close by, I think that this is actually a good area to stay at for a while. I'm not gonna stay here until level 20, obviously, but I think a couple levels will be great, as it's going really fast. Level 6 already, which means that we are technically able to move to a better situation. So I'm going to take a look and see if we can find it. I'm not quite sure if I can bank it close by, so we'll take that into consideration as well. I do have to say I love the way this area looks. I mean, this river changes color the further you go upstream, which is just amazing. I did check out these areas all the way. Unfortunately, there's no crossing here, so we'll have to take the western bridge again, which also means that we'll most likely come into contact with several NPCs if we want to bank everything at the storage rift that we just passed. And here we are in the Tenebrous Tunnel for the Cabranese ore. If we head to the south, there is also a tunnel, but this also illustrates the whole problem that we currently have, being the fact that this is kind of secluded, and realistically there is nothing here where we can sell anything. So what will happen is we'll most likely just dump everything on the ground. I decided to adjust my strategy a little bit, being the fact that I'm just going to bank the resources. It's only like 2 cycles, 2 or 3 inventory cycles anyway, so we might as well just do that. This is and will stay annoying, so I might even consider picking up a couple of the potions in order to ignore these guys. I just do a home port, then walk 3 rooms to the east, dump everything there in the Goblin Workshop, and then we're just gonna make our way back north. It's probably only this inventory, and then we'll be able to head over to the next skill node. Level 8 already, which means that we are now allowed to mine coarse andesite. So let's make our way over there. Yeah, I know I said it like 10 times in the past couple clips, but it's going so incredibly fast. And I did pick up my fear potions from the potions bank, as well as bought a couple more in order to get up to 20, because I know this is going to annoy me and keep annoying me. I just want to mine, man. And here we are at the andesite site. There's coarse andesite here, and I also believe there's a little bit to the south. Oh no, wait, this is so level 105. Oh, but AFK, so yeah, that's not here. Let's go to the west. Yep, here it is, but I do have to say that's only like 6 nodes, right? Yeah, that's not a lot, so there's gonna be a lot of downtime, unfortunately. That's a shame, because it's a 45-second respawn timer, so we'll clear that easily. And there we go, level 12. So we're going to bank everything in the Gnome Forge, as we need to move back to the northeast. I believe that at the river is the, yeah, there we go, the Flentium ore. So that's where we'll start mining that. Now, the XP pots are very useful so far in the Mines of Mantuban. Even though not all the resources give a perfect cycle, i.e. you can continuously keep mining, there's some downtime, especially with the one that we just did, as well as the first one that you can do, the level 0 to 2 coarse flint. There's just no perfect cycle possible, unfortunately. Even with not a perfect cycle, you can still get 3/4 of the inventory filled, single XP potion, which is much better than the first 2 regions, as usually that's only about half. So you're getting about 25% more bang for your buck. There is a cave here with a spider. Let's take a look what it does. Whoa. Okay, I think that might be quest related. Let's get out of here before it actually attempts to kill us. And here we go. Here's the first Flentium ore. If I take a look, there's more when we head a little bit to the east. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's probably a perfect cycle when I take a look at this. What's over here? Is there something else here too? There's an obelisk. Oh, okay, so they placed that there. Very nice. So this is where we're gonna come when we start doing Minefighter and we want to attune some weapons. This is also going to be useful for attuning weapons when we're actually starting to do the blacksmith profession, as that's most useful for our class as we are Cryon. Unfortunately, I forgot to bank for some reason, so that's not really good. Let's quickly reset that problem. On second thought, I might as well just fill off the inventory before banking. And there's the first knowledge point that we've gotten from mining, so let's dump that into fishing, and that's 43.5. The reason that we weren't able to bank everything is that we need to dump the first ore in the gnome stone bank, and the second one can go to the goblin workshop, the ore and ingots. So that's where things went wrong. The great thing about this area is that you can queue up these first 4 and then immediately queue up the other ones. So it turns what used to be until a couple days ago a very active activity into semi-AFK, which is probably about 20 to 30 seconds of AFK, I want to say. So it's really not bad at all. Unfortunately, however, it is not a perfect cycle. You cannot continuously mine as you mine faster than the ores respawn, but I guess that's okay. And in the previous clip I stated that I loved the way this area looks, and well, look at the river compared to the previous area. It's just a lot more purple, so yeah, this is great. The developers outdid themselves. Since my inventory isn't full when I complete a cycle, I'm going to pick up 2 of these Cabernet ore and then just continue making my way to the mining site. This will ensure that my inventory will completely fill up when I finish off a new cycle, which is always better. I mean, we're getting past the resource anyway, so we might as well just mine them and pick them up. It's a little bit more macro efficient. Level 14 already. Very, very nice. We are going to finish off this inventory, obviously, and then we are going to move to the next resource, being coarse granite. It's a huge XP difference, almost 50% more per hour when accounting for banking. So yeah, we're definitely going to take a look and see what we can do here. Just to clarify, it's 50% more XP when banking everything, because the Flintium is kind of annoying to bank, whereas this most likely is not, looking at the XP table. However, if we're just discarding it, it's only 2k XP more, which is not that much, given the fact that it's 40k versus 41.4k, so not even 2k XP more. Nevertheless, we'll probably bank everything, as I want to collect some resources in the Iron Man method. That'll definitely help us out a little bit. So let's make our way to the new area, which is supposed to be up north, so we'll have to take a look at where we can actually bank and also cross the river. And it's a dead end, since we do not have the rope ladder. So we'll have to unlock this first, which means that we have to go all the way back. No. Oh no. Oh no, this is the end. We can't continue our mining journey, unfortunately. We'll have to swap over to Minefighter, as the rope ladder will be unlocked once we've actually continued on the Trail of Corruption. And it's recommended to have level 15 Minefighter, so we'll have to adjust everything. That means that I might consider doing a bit of blacksmithing first in order to get ourselves a weapon or something, at least for episode 3, to make it a little bit easier. And that is going to be the end of this episode. In the next episode, we'll definitely make work of that blacksmithing, but I think this is a good stopping point. Hopefully you did enjoy the episode. If you did, then consider dropping a like and or subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.